how can you see money? I seen money. That old guy seen money. He's like, this little kid is a worker, right? And my dad, if you don't know why my dad was so interested in hammers, he ran a construction company. And so he would literally have a bucket of hammers in the trailer where, if somebody broke a hammer, go get a hammer. Like, they had to have these tools laying around. So hammers were like, we break a hammer every second or third day. Hammer would like that.
Crazy. Blake, is it up now?
If we can turn the jazz down, that would be great. Are we still on hold with these guys?
Yeah, he's still there. He's listening.
Yeah, I'm still with you guys. It's actually, it's doing something a little different, so it's actually loading up. I would give it another 20 minutes and this website will be up. So it's no longer, the landing page is no longer there.
Yeah.
It's just loading, so it's still propagating. So you guys are in good shape. It'll be up soon. Email me. I sent you guys over an email. So just email me if it doesn't come up. But in the meantime, I took everything off the bottom pay for you guys. If you go into my products, you guys will be able to see that Arrow AI builder. And then I put you guys had a leftover store credit of about $17 on your account. So you guys can use that for renewals for the domains. So I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Absolutely, guys. Just email me if anything, okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
Great, thank you.
All right, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so that call was like an hour with fun GoDaddy tech support. So I have it here. I'm waiting for it to, as soon as it populates.
You have what?
The website. Nicholas was his name. Okay, so you want to run this deal that you accidentally found?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I want people accidentally finding deals.
And then we can call and find out how much they want for it and kind of start figuring that out.
Do we want to run it through Deal Hunter first?
It's on Deal Hunter. If you pull it up, I'll show you where it's at.
Is it this deal opportunity assessment?
See if this is listed anywhere. So
Is this it?
yeah, we can look through that. That'll show you the pictures, I think. I hope.
There they are. Okay. Are y'all seeing the pictures?
Yeah.
So truck rental, U-Haul. So is it this strip here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big long stretch all the way back out to the mine. Because that's a mine back there.
That's awesome.
4.89 acres.
Okay. So you see the pictures. So this sign is in front of the U-Haul storage place?
Right next door. So if you look at the map,
Okay.
you can see the
Got
U-Haul
it.
storage place right there
There.
next door to it.
Got it. Okay.
So literally pull in there, all that's U-Haul storage all the way back on their 5 acres. So if you want to know what you can put on there, it's kind of about half of that because that sliver next door has a lot of setbacks and maybe issues as to how to construct on it. That piece that they're on, the one right next door to it, if you zoom into it, you can see it's got a fair amount of buildings on it already, those big buildings and stuff. So that property is pretty wide as compared to the one that we're highlighting right there. Make sense?
Yep.
So, buying that and turning that into just open truck storage is all we really need to do, but it's got to be worth that. So we'd have to call and find out. So.
Option 1.
If you do a little scroll through here, it kind of shows you all the different options there, but what I need to
RV,
do is find out who the owner is.
storage.
So let's see if it'll do that.
Okay, back of the napkin value,
Mhm.
okay. Okay,
Do some deep dive into county records and see who owns this property and what it's zoned for, so that we understand going into the phone call what we can do with the guy on the phone. And then open a second window. We're gonna go look on the Maricopa County GIS system, and I want to kind of introduce people what that is. Because Deal Hunter might do it, but it might also say it can't.
so
So
when you say open a second window, like,
open up a window right there like that. And go to Maricopa County. It was right there, assessor. Website though, I don't wanna go to the address, to the assessor's office, right there. Click that, go to the, go down a little bit, you'll see this, it says maps.
And then I just posted all the links in the chat. If we wouldn't mind going through each one of them and then sharing those with different groups into family and friends, and then also liking and commenting to help boost your numbers, that would be fantastic.
you're awesome. Thanks, Blake.
Well,
Resources and programs.
no, see, show our office, I don't know. A little link for our office. Nope, departments. Okay, there it is, right there.
Right there.
Yeah, go to the map, it's right there. And now you're gonna zoom into it, because we know that the address is. And then I did this mobile home park in Kansas last night too. Someone sent me. Southern and 43rd Avenue. So you can X out of that search by button right there. And you're gonna go, see where it shows on the map. Let me see if I can borrow your. So that she's not getting, maybe chunk the file, stop and play.
Yeah.
again. That's where Aztec Gold is sitting right there. See if you can zoom me into this area. Right there. Better than I can. Driving with it.
Like right here. Oops,
Where
hold
the-
on. What just happened? Oh, hold on. It says address or intersection. Do you want me to just add in the address right there?
I don't have one.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why I'm trying to get you to zoom
So
in.
if we-
I was on.
okay.
So zoom in. Keep zooming. And you're gonna zoom to 43rd Avenue. Southern. See Southern right there?
Yeah,
So go to 43rd Avenue, which is over to your left. No, you're going. On the 18.
oh, there it is. 43rd Avenue right there.
Yeah, and go right into that right there.
Okay.
Looks like it's a county island,
Oops.
which would be great. So go to, before we get too far in there, go over here to the, I think I know which one it is, but go right there to the, here, I got it, I'll drive. So this is the lot right here.
Want me to zoom in?
And it's called Southern Acres LLC. It was bought in 2023. Can you see that?
Does everybody see that on the left?
So I would say screenshot this so we can feed it to,
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
Do you want the whole thing or just that section?
like that section puts all the words right there.
Okay,
That's good right there. And then I'm gonna select on the deed number because that takes me to a different website, different portal. What this does is it shows me the last deed of title on it right here. It's on the recorder's website down in Maricopa. If you ever want to go on a chilling, maybe not showing me nothing. If you ever want to go on a chilling ride, go look up the records from 1871 when these warranty deeds were handwritten and signed in blood. So this one shows
so it's bought for $1,946.
yeah, basically. And that,
So they bought that land for $1,900.
from, it looks like a tax deed auction.
We know all about that.
So go ahead and save this document. And what we'll do is we'll pull all this in the deal hunter and do an even deeper dive
Okay,
like we've never done before.
okay, you want me to pull the,
That one and pull the deed forward and put that in there. So what do you think you guys' chances of being seller financing would be if you paid only $1,900 for it?
oh, totally. Yeah,
All right, and it's zoned industrial one.
so you ready to
Right.
talk?
It looks like it already did a deep dive based on something.
Love that it gives you the script.
Yeah, right. Keep going down. Okay, cool. Go ahead and, yeah, let's dictate to it. Go ahead and review what we found on the Maricopa County Assessor website and the Recorder's website about the deed of, the warranty deed on the property. Verify or validate if that warranty deed actually was, something that probably came from a tax deed auction or some sort of, municipal transaction, because the prior record of this property looks like it was the Maricopa County real estate division. And so you'll see that, like, understanding how these, how these function like this. The way to negotiate now is based on how to point this out to the guy and be like, hey, we know that you only paid $1,900 for it. Like, we want to get you rich too, but how rich do you want to get? So. Do you want, we. Here we go. So it shows. It says the deed was almost certainly not a tax document. It appears to be a small fee title acquisition by Maricopa County for roadway right-of-way purpose, likely for Southern Avenue improvements. The prior Maricopa County Road State Division record likely showed up because the county acquired a tiny strip easement fee for the property, not because the county owned the entire 4.89 acres to foreclosure tax rate. Call leverage. Use this on the call. Looks like Maricopa County took a small fee title piece for the southern project, about 251 square feet. I don't know where it's talking about. So let's do a dictate to build out the scenario on this property. Can you also determine the length and width of this property based on the numbers you've already been given? If we go back to the website, we can probably look at it, because on the industrial piece of property, there's setbacks. Certain setbacks, and if you're unable to get those setbacks,
So a setback like off of Southern,
off of Southern and off of the sides too. So if you scroll into that image and go back to the baseline image, see over here where it says the base maps,
base map, yep,
go down right there to the bottom of that and select the base map. And then if you scroll into the bottom down there where that line is really funky, that's where it's talking about there was a consideration for something. Scroll in. Zoom in or scroll in, whatever. It'll show you the number. Okay, so see how it's all wonky like that?
yeah.
So that's based on the entrance to the property.
Mm.
So go to the north there and see what it says back there. Right there. So it says plus or minus 165 feet. Right? Okay, so go ahead and go back down. Your length is in the middle of that somewhere. So go back to the north. You're looking for the numbers on the side right there.
Right there,
What is it?
657 plus or minus.
You got 657 by 165. 657 by 165. So go back to your that. So it is 165 wide by
657.
657. That's the lot size. Let's call the guy. You got the number?
You're talking about in the pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Six oh two 291 6264. This is a for sale by owner, so. Yeah, good morning. I'm calling about the sign for sale, property for sale. The one on Southern. You got a couple of them? First name is Tommy. Okay, what is your name? All right, John, my name's Tommy, your name's John, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, John. All right, bye. So he's got a couple of properties. And yeah, so go back and looking at this. Um, uh, from a bigger map, I'm assuming what they were thinking of doing was bringing another road down. And that could be possibly why they were, the county might have had that property. The story on this will be interesting, but the play on it could be phenomenal. Like if the guy really did pay $1,900 for it, like he's gonna be the bank. You make the guy the bank, right? You just got to. So, all right, cool. And then the other one I looked at was a mobile home park. Go to deal underwriting summary, I think, or deal analysis request. I don't know which one it was. Slide all the way up to the top on that. Check this one out. This is Enterprise Mobile Home Park, and I was looking at this one specifically because we got Cicely, the mobile home park queen. And so Cicely, you can see here, this was a property that has 22 spaces. It's got 77% occupancy, and I ran the numbers on it. This was off of a Facebook listing that I found. It was on a Facebook group somewhere. But 22 space mobile home park community in Kansas. Asking price is $645,000. They do not want to do any kind of owner financing. They don't want to do any kind of creative financing. So that is kind of a strike, but it still has the propensity to be ran as a deal. And you can kind of look at it here and see that it has a current occupancy of about 68,000, which with that and the net operating income that's proposed, it's at about a 7 cap. So kind of really low cap rate, and it doesn't justify it. So because when you go and look through the numbers on that and get the loan set up and everything else, you're looking at a DSCR of barely 1.0, and that's not going to pencil for anybody in the industry. So to stabilize it, meaning getting it all cleaned up, because right now they're saying there's 22 sites, but only 17 are current. So if you went all the way up and got all 22 done, then you got those vacant pads cleared in and put them in there. You're looking at what you would end up with is a better income, and so the asking price currently where it's at is a little bit high. So coming in, asking is 645. We're going to probably come in at 550, like knocking $100,000 off it right off the bat, and tell them like you need to put that money into this thing, not, that's where it makes better sense. So going all the way down, we can see that it's wanting us to make sure that we verify ownership of the home, making sure that these are not park-owned homes, because then you're just a landlord. You're not a mobile home park owner. Mobile home park owners don't do anything. They collect a check.
Rent dirt, that's it.
They rent dirt, right? There's somebody there managing it, handling it, blah, 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 blah. That's what that expense thing is, right? So, initial verdict on it is that it's city maintained streets, public utilities already. Mostly tenant-owned homes. Upside is that there's 5 vacant lots, and that it's had a stabilized cap rate of 9.5. That's a little bit better. I would rather have a cap rate of about 11 to 13 on this type of property. So going down more, you can see here that this is to send to Cicely and write her a little email. Boom, buddy, boom, there it went. Never got the email out though. Was trying, but this is how this is how I would kick this off to a sponsor, because for us in the Land Shark Mastermind, this is a no-go. Why is it a no-go? Can anybody tell me why it's a no-go?
Is anybody here? Just
Yeah.
us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
So inside of doing the numbers tell you what to do. Why is this a no-go?
For the Land Shark, not for Sicily, it's a no-go for Land Shark. Land Shark has a parameter.
What's
the
our buy
ROI?
bond?
What's the ROI?
There you go.
What's the ROI? And the ROI is based on what we put into it, right? So like we could we could very easily see that the ROI is still around 20% maybe.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a no-go for Land Shark.
So you're looking for at least 40%?
Correct.
Your buy box, Land Shark buy box is 40% or greater.
Okay.
So the buyback for us is 40%. But for somebody like Sicily, 20% is damn good.
Right.
Yeah.
So Sicily can run with this and partner with somebody on it and take it to the bank. If Sicily's not still wore out from playing pickleball.
That
Here.
didn't go too well. I mean, it did actually. It was a win because we learned some things. So okay, so for this, but the owner financing is not an option. So we would need a like a hard money partner.
Correct. You would wanna see if you can negotiate better terms with the seller before you pull a joint venture partner to the table. Because if the guy is firm on 645, it's a no-go, right? Like, it's what is your, we already went over your investor survey and what are the top three things, right? Like, if it's not a win-win-win, it's a no-go.
Right.
Because the opportunity is to find it in a way where the guy is willing to give it up, understanding that he's only 77% occupied. And in order to get a cap rate of 7%, you have to be a nationally known Class A market and be 90% occupied. So his cap rate is 100% incorrect. Right? So when you let him know that as a cap rate, he needs to be at 13%. Ready for this? Let's run the numbers on that. Go ahead and click the button right there. We know that the criteria to be a 7 cap or a 6 cap is very strict. So as investors, we like to be between 11 and 13 cap. Go ahead and show us the difference in the price based on that. Because the higher the cap rate, the lower the price.
The higher the cap rate, the lower the price.
Correct. So with the numbers he's at right now, what he's asking at 645 is in between that. It looks like it's between the 9 and 10. Right, because I think what it's based on is stabilized. It's listing it on the stabilized 61. So if we go look at the actual right now, because it didn't give us the actual right now, did it? There it is, right there. Keep going down. It did not give it to us, so I'm going to tell it to give it to us on the. Take away the stabilized NOI and use the NOI they provided us. And now give us the scale between a 6 cap and a 13 cap. Because I mean, this is the middle of Kansas, Toto. You know, like how soon are we going to be able to get people out there to buy a house and move in?
Okay, so the higher the cap rate, the lower the price. I see
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
See that. Okay.
So you can see right there at their 645, they're at a 7 cap or close to it. But between the 7 and the.
So can I just do a quick lesson? Cause I want, this is a perfect
Let
example.
me get through this real
Okay.
quick, in that, like, using their numbers, we can see that they need to be around $400,000 to $350,000 total. So, because as investors, our cap rate is like what we intend to get back. Like, if I put this money, if I put the $400,000 in the bank, how soon am I gonna make my return back? That capitalization rate is important to me as an investor. So what's the bank gonna do versus what I get this property to gonna do, right? What's your lesson?
So here's the lesson I want you all to understand. It's that you need to understand which side of the table you're sitting on. So as a buyer, you want a higher cap rate, right? As a seller, you want a lower cap rate. Does everybody see the correlation? So this benefits the seller, the lower the cap rate here, but as a buyer, we want a higher cap rate here. So you need to know which side of the transaction you're on, and then this is a part of doing the numbers. Numbers tell you what to do, but it's based on the position that you're currently in. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Right.
I remember where Laura and I were sitting when we learned about cap rates. Laura, we were in that theater in San Jose.
God.
And this
Like-
was like a huge aha moment for me when I learned this and I got the correlation.
But I think there's also criteria that are necessary to understand them as well. So let's put the criteria in so people understand. Hit the dictate button for me, if you will. So speaking from the terms of investment property, properties that are listed at cap rates under 8%. What are the typical criteria necessary for that property to be justified as anything under an 8 cap? And then, like, class A, class B, class C, like, describe all the criteria necessary to justify 5, 6, 7, 8 cap rates. And so again, this is how you get away from having to argue price with people, right? Does your property have this? No, then you can't call it a 5 cap. Right? So here's the criterion down below there. So let's roll through that. What we can point out is that a true 5 cap, institutional grade real estate, right? It means that it's in a great location. It has asset quality of like brand new. Operations, 95% there. Tenants, high credit tenants, financing, extremely financeable. Examples, luxury multifamily in Dallas, institutional MHC in Phoenix. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. Grocery and retails, medical office, stuff like that. That's a 5 cap. 6 cap, strong markets, good demographics. Examples, class A apartments, large stabilized, and I don't want to call that mobile home communities. Maybe that is what that is.
It is. It's
it?
mobile home community.
Okay.
Yep.
But a large stabilized one, self-storage in a major market, occupancy of 92 to 98%. 7 cap requires good market, B-class multifamily, occupancy 90%, strong DSAR, right? Cap rate 8%. Fair, secondary market, workforce housing, smaller, rural MHC, but with a strong occupancy. A strong occupancy, like better than 90%. So, and then your 9 to 10 cap properties is small market, high vacancy, deferred maintenance, tenant concentration, and 13 caps. Those are class C assets, which this is 100% of class C.
Yeah. Well, it said it's in a tertiary market too.
Yeah. Tertiary and third level, so yeah, that's 100% that.
So here's what I love about this. So there's, and this here, oh my God, this is so exciting. So if anybody has done, is that the guy?
No.
If anybody has like looked up, like say a vehicle on Kelly Blue Book, right? It literally asks you for the condition of the vehicle. And as you check off the box for each condition of all of it, the paint, the interior, the mileage, like all of that, it literally gives you a grading system of that. Well, this cap rate grading system through Deal Hunter literally tells you like what it is. So this is a huge part, Cicely, of do the numbers tell you what to do. And this could be potentially the opportunity to educate a seller in this is how it's actually graded versus your feelings about it. So their feelings are that it's worth way more than what it is, where the reality is this is the grading process that is like this is what it is.
Yeah.
Like
So true.
you can't
I
argue
feel like
with
it's worth $1 million. I'm like, well,
Go ahead,
great.
Spray.
So what you're showing us right there, that's kind of like an industry standard
Yes.
of measuring that cap rate. I just wanted to, yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
It makes it really clean and easy versus somebody's opinion and feelings about it.
Yeah, because it's there in black and white that across the industry, this is what we go by.
Right. And I love that Deal Hunter did that for us. Right? Like how freaking genius is this? Now, I assert, just saying, like whoever the listing agent is on this, they like to embellish and not educate their sellers as much because the benefit to them is that they make a higher commission rate. Right? So again, in a way, I feel like it's a disservice to the seller because it gets the seller's hopes up high when really they need to be brought down to reality of what's so about how all this comes together as a business transaction. This has nothing to do with feelings or opinions.
Right. And the seller probably has no clue and is actually looking to their agent for guidance and actually being a bit misled.
Yes. And again, here's the other piece. It's like the agent may or may not even be a commercial realtor and understand how all this works together. So in my experience, a lot of residential realtors who have never done commercial before, they come on and they do stupid stuff like this. And it frustrates everybody involved. So,
but they're doing this out of just lack of knowledge most of the time, not necessarily
most of the time. Greed, yeah.
And then lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Inability to, and this is why Deal Hunter by Landshark is so important. I literally, from the time Catherine started talking, I ran a whole new deal. Ready?
Of course he did.
Go refresh it.
Okay. So.
Go refresh it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, go up.
Come on. There it is. Okay. I don't know who that is.
Can we
Somebody's
mute
moving
camera?
around.
We can.
Laura, can you mute whoever's making that noise? Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So here's the deal here.
This is for my Florida crew. Kissimmee, Florida hotel, motel, 52 room, 2.25 acres, attached. Occupancy of 65 to 70%, depending on the season. Peak season, of course, is higher. Daily, weekly, monthly rentals. Asking $4 million. NOI 435,000. Owner requests LOI if you would like PC financials and proof. PC financials, proof of fund. You gotta have a proof of fund, $4 million. Right? So looking at this, it's saying that you're getting about $76,000 per key a year. So that's not bad if you mathematically do the math on that. Break that down to 365 days a year, or if you want to break that down to weekly, you can understand what your stuff's getting weekly. Right? So estimated debt service is going to be about 259,000 because it's making you come up with $1.2 million. So I can show you how to case mortgage this.
right?
You know what page one of this thing is? Keep going down. Owner requests LOI before financing. This is common, in off-market groups, but don't overcommit. Submit a non-binding LOI with language that the offer is contingent on full financial review, right? Occupancy, blah, blah, blah. So you can see it gave it a 10 cap though, right? And it has a 10 cap based on the criteria we just discovered. Does this fit the 10 cap? No,
Right.
no. It's in a secondary market, Kissimmee. It's not in Orlando, it's in a secondary. But I think that's standard. Can I help you?
Yeah, I was actually looking for Leo.
Leo.
I don't know who Leo is.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, upstairs?
Is he upstairs?
yeah.
Yep, and then.
Second
Oh, I
floor.
tried to go up there, but I couldn't open the door.
It's in this.
Yeah,
office right
the
here.
one I went up there, yeah.
I'd even talk to the young man back there in the white t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, up there?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, that's Stafford.
Oh, that's not it.
Whatever.
Anyway. Okay.
So. Back to the regularly scheduled program. So it shows that, to try and get the price lower, we can raise the cap rate. To about 11%. It says to go about 11, almost 12. Right, that's where it really needs to go. So let's do the numbers again. Hit the dictate, but we want to go 0% down. We want to go in this like Pace Morby, no cash, no banks. But we will be using banks for this. It's just going to be no cash out of our pocket. Show us what that looks like. Because even with that, I don't even think that it has a zero or a good enough BSCR score, right? So, but it's saying 10.875% right there on the cap rate. Go down. Run that. And so here we can try to get seller financing, doing it all that way, breaks it all down, showing what we got, keep going. Our DSCR set up the way that we have it structured right there. Has us at a 1.31. So that's still doable. That is still doable. Right? Bank loan, seller carry, private investor equity, like this, we could put this through as a Titan 23 deal. Right? So keep going down. So we can do preferred returns on the investor side, do 8 to 10% preferred returns with a 50-50 split or a 60-40 split. We can do a acquisition fee of 1 to 2% if the deal can afford it, debt service estimate. Then, instead of paying the bank debt interest, why not pay investors equity interest? Right? So doing an MLO on it before the purchase, this is Pace Morby style. Let me look at this. So what we do is you offer the seller a master lease for 12 to 24 months, fixed monthly payment to the seller. Option to purchase at an agreed price, and what we do is we improve operations, increase the NOI, and refinance it or buy it later. The example is current stated NOI is 435 with the monthly NOI equivalent of 36,000. But if we do a master lease payment of 28,000 a month, then what we get is the option to buy it at 4 million, option term 24 months, option credit. Portion of the lease payments are credited toward the purchase. So this is operationally heavy. Motels are not passive, so we still need to understand if this has got the operator in it and everything else, right? So as long as it's this only works if the seller is flexible and the property is under managed. Okay, meaning that we go in there and tighten it up and then it makes more money. So we can lead with this price there, bank loan there, seller carry terms there, investor equity there. Right? That's the best zero down offer that you can do. What we can set it up for is then getting the seller to take a second position, accept a master lease option if possible, delay the equity payout, allow assignment or JV funding, and then support bank underwriting with clean financials. Okay, so we've got to get that bankable document structure, set up properly. So I wanna throw this out there, because this, to me, has the propensity, if it's structured properly, to be over 40% ROI. Why do you think I'm saying? Here's what I know. It's got 52.
Saray, you're muted, honey.
I am muted because you guys don't want to hear what I'm saying, which was, I have no idea because I am not that educated yet. So I'm waiting for Tommy to tell me what I need to know.
The 40% comes in here when you can alter the purpose of this property. It's
What would
currently
we
a hotel,
purpose it to? Yeah.
right? It's currently a hotel. You could literally purpose it to either group housing, like the transitional housing, or into assisted living,
Mm,
right? And it'll make more money being that,
right.
if you can position it to do that,
Right.
right? But you're changing the entire business model then at that point.
Right.
Because it does, with it getting 70%, and again, this goes to the whole theory that hotels are gonna be useless because there's not gonna be a Disneyland to go to anymore. Right, like I got my haters. My haters showed up.
Saray's
Yeah.
not a hater, but she totally
Shut down
disagrees with you.
Dumbo. Dumbo ride is out of service. Please come back at a later date. Yeah, like what's the point of having hotels around a defunct theme park, right? So start switching these hotels over now to the silver tsunami that's coming, which is where all the old people are gonna live, right?
Yeah.
So, because we're Maha is making America healthy again, which means we could end up with people like running into Methuselah, becoming 150, 180, 250 years old. Like, the hell are we gonna do with all them people? And that is why they came out with COVID. Like,
Oh, gosh. I have a property that I want you to run.
Say again?
I said,
Saray's like,
I have a property that I want you to run.
Okay, well, it's 10 o'clock. We usually
Oh.
go until
Okay.
till then. I think we're scheduled, I see.
Yeah, we're
let's
at
get-
12,
yeah.
so
We've got
I
a
can
meeting
talk.
at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's jump back call at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And talk,
Okay.
helping you get forward.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I appreciate everyone coming in today. And Blake, you and I, have we gotten on a schedule yet to wrap up on our other social media stuff?
No, we have not.
Okay, let's get on that schedule. And then are you gonna be able to work on the YouTube channel, getting all of the
Thumbnails?
thumbnails switched over to the cool graphics?
I worked on a good amount of them. Do you want me to do every single one and go back through from the very beginning? Or do you want me to kind of have like a starting point?
Start with what we got currently loaded and work your way backwards, and then that way when we get too busy, we won't worry about it.
Okay.
But I just loaded, I think we've got daily podcasts loading right now about a week out. So what we did about a week ago is just live today. It goes live every day at 3:30. We put out what was up last week or so ago. And
I would love to share with everybody the videos from yesterday. Can we quickly do that to close this out?
yeah, we could do that.
Okay, let me share this with you. This is really, really freaking exciting, everyone. What? Um, to, hold on. Sorry, we're gonna quickly do this and then we gotta jump. Cause I haven't shared it yet. I wanna get to the actual video and then you can see what I'm doing up there.
My camera shut off.
You shut your camera off?
From the screen.
Okay, where is it? The one I liked from yesterday. Where, oh, where have, here it is. Okay, okay. Let me share. Screen.
This isn't just another networking event. The Scottsdale Summit is bringing together investors, entrepreneurs, capital raisers,
We can hear it, we
dealmakers,
just
and
can't see it.
high-level operators from across the country into one room for real conversations, real relationships, and real opportunities. Hosted at Club
Boy.
Scottsdale, the premier entrepreneur social and exotic car club. This isn't just another networking event. The Scottsdale Summit is bringing together investors, entrepreneurs, capital raisers, deal makers, and high-level operators from across the country into one room for real conversations, real relationships, and real opportunities. Hosted at Club Scottsdale, the premier entrepreneur social and exotic car club, this experience is designed for people who are serious about building wealth, growing businesses, raising capital, and creating long-term success. We're bringing together investment experts, small business experts, entrepreneur experts, opportunity zone specialists, personal and business tax strategists, real estate professionals, and leaders from multiple industries, all focused on one thing: collaboration and opportunity. Alongside our featured speakers and industry experts, we're proud to have sponsors including Summits Equity, Titan 23, Go High Level, the XRU, and HB Capital, organizations helping drive innovation, investment, business growth, and strategic partnerships at the highest level. This is where people come to do deals, to build partnerships, to find funding, to connect with the right people in the right room. From luxury real estate and development projects to passive income strategies, business acquisitions, tax optimization, and private investment opportunities, this is where capital meets execution. If you're looking for opportunities, seeking investors or partnerships, building your business, raising capital, or ready to surround yourself with people operating at a higher level, this is the room you need to be in, because one relationship can change everything. December 2026, Scottsdale, Arizona. The Scottsdale Summit, where strategy, capital, and opportunity come together. This isn't just another networking event. The Scottsdale
Other shorts? What did I really think of that one?
Shorts.
Some of you have been praying about.
Hold on.
Put her home. Put her home.
Little thingy. Need to get all these things out of the way. Okay, so shorts.
You know? Shorts. That one right there.
This one?
No. I made one last night. Where I got. Oh, right there with more. Right there. So no, that was the long one. Do the shorter one. Right there. That says oil and gas real estate. That one.
Are you building 7 streams of income? Have you ever heard of an investors club? A place where people come together to learn, connect, and discover new ways to build wealth? Most millionaires don't rely on just one paycheck or one business. They build multiple streams of income over time. That's why Titan Impact Group created the 7 Streams Investors Club. This is more than financial education. It's a community built for people who want to learn how money really works through real estate, business income, digital products, dividends, royalties, affiliate income, and alternative investments. Inside the club, we bring education, community,
There's Laura.
mentorship, and real world conversations together.
In my orange jacket.
The AI
Were
Laura.
never taught in school. including topics like how to invest in oil and gas, how to evaluate real estate deals, how passive income works, and how AI-powered tools can help investors make smarter decisions. And right now, we're hosting a free informational webinar to show you how the 7 Streams framework works, what the Investors Club offers, and how you can begin building your own path toward financial freedom. Click the button, reserve your free seat, and come learn how to start building your 7 streams of income like Titan Impact Group. Are you building 7 streams of income?
So there you go. So we're kicking off our series of 7 income streams. So you'll be hearing more about that. But we need to go. So do you want to wrap this up?
Yep, I'll pray over everybody to have a great day. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessing of this day, the blessing of this life, the blessing of all the things that we're doing today in your world. We ask that you continue to bless and guide us so that we may always do your will. In your name we pray. Amen.
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 Everyone have a great day. We'll talk again tomorrow.
Have
Bye,
fun
everyone.
today.